You gotta put this on it like this. Somebody punch you. You feel me? Ice always bring these shits down. Take an ice bath, you good. Here's my first recording of the day. June 1st. Yeah, I couldn't miss it. It's June 1st, 2022. On my break, I have roughly a good 10 minutes. I want to talk about integrity. That's what I want to talk about. A lot of people don't talk about that enough. Integrity only has to do with businesses. Of course, businesses. A business cannot be a business without integrity. You feel me? Almost all business in the United States is based on trust. That's integrity. You feel me? Any form of transaction is based on that. It's like, I'm trusting you to be honest that we're making this deal. You feel me? But I wanted to talk about integrity in a different form, but the same definition, of course. Pertaining to the world itself that we live in, without integrity, the world that we live in cannot exist. You see, the sun, the moon orbit around the earth. Is the honesty of it orbiting around the earth. It is, if the moon was ever to be dishonest and decided to go backwards, it would change the atmosphere of the earth. So the very fact that it takes the earth and the moon and the sun to obey its order is the integrity of them obeying it. If they was ever to disobey or step out of realm or decided to do their own thing or be dishonest in their approach or in their work in life itself, then we will all die. We wouldn't even be existing. You feel me? So it's integrity that operates the universe. It's the very thing that holds everything together. If one decide not to be what it is, let's just say the universe, I'm looking at the whole universe itself, and the sun decided, you know what? I'm not going to operate the way I'm supposed to operate today. Or the earth said, I'm not going to rotate around I'm not going to do my 24 hours a day. I'm going to cut it short today. You feel me? When that happens, it throws everything out of orbit. Literally. You feel me? So integrity is just not based on a business point of view. It is the very function. It is the very order. It's the very glue that holds everything together. It is everything that it is everything. You feel me? The fact that you, from a child to being an adult and everything else, there is truth and trust and honesty in that growth. You feel me? We ain't never born a child that was already grown already. We know if we have a child, a baby gonna come out a baby. There's integrity in that kind of, there is integrity in the function of that, in that very existence. You cannot deny that fact. You feel me? Everything is so concrete. You feel me? When it comes to the natural way of doing things, if you observe the universe, we know there are laws in the universe that each quantum physics or the way things function, there is laws in the universe that each one is fundamentally operating on, and it cannot cheat the system or be dishonest in the way it operates things. You feel me? Because if it does do that, then it throws everything out of orbit itself. You feel me? So it's not just having integrity. If you're a cop, right, and you don't have integrity at your job and you're doing criminal activities, then you are not a cop anymore. You are a criminal with a badge on. You feel me? That's that kind of integrity. You feel me? If the moon is not operating like a moon, then it is not a moon anymore. It is just a rock in space that has no it could be it just be part of any other rock in space. But because it means so much to us, we named it a moon. We gave it a story and everything else. But it doesn't change what it is. It still operates the way it's supposed to operate. You understand? It's still orbit around the Earth itself. It's still gravitational because the Earth have a gravitational pull to it, and it is doing this job like the way it's supposed to do it, and it's being honest in its very existence. It is the state of being honest. If I could just put it in that sentence, integrity is, I trust that if I go to sleep today, right, and I wake up tomorrow, I trust that there is still going to be 24 hours a day. It is what you would do in front of me. If I'm not around, it's what you would do behind me too. You feel me? That's integrity itself. So I didn't want to look at it from the human point of view. I wanted to look at it from a creational point of view. Like you could tell a person, even if you don't believe in God, right? Then how is everything so obedient? You feel me? How are everything so obedient? You gotta look at it like that. How is it that the moon is able to control the ocean, the flow of the river, and everything else like that? It has its function. How is that? That's crazy. You gotta shit different out here. Well, I gotta check what state it is. But how is it that when I throw a ball up, it must come back down? Why is it the laws of gravity and the theory of relativity? Why is there so much integrity in the way our universe operates? And how come we can't just apply that to who we are as a people if we see it happening? You feel me? I know if I plant a seed in the ground and I water it, and I do it the way it's supposed to do it, it's gonna go through the process of growing. And if it's a mango tree, it's gonna go through the process of the mango tree, and eventually it's going to bear fruit. Where from that fruit, other fruits from that mango itself will also bear fruit itself. You feel me? There is honor, respect, integrity, organization. You feel me? There is a lot of things in there that's already operating on just that tree, which is a mango. You feel me? So there's integrity in there. So how come we don't have that sometimes? There's no business that can operate in the United States without me trusting that this person is doing the right thing for me. Because if I don't trust in that business, then I would not go to that business. I'd be like, oh, fuck that shit. And then it fucks up. As a group, I'm talking about me. When I say me, I mean like us as human race. You feel me? We wouldn't operate on that sense or anything else like that. So it's really based on trust. Every form of business. If I sign an agreement right now, whether it's a handshake or whether it's a written agreement or whether it's a verbal agreement, all of it is based on integrity. All is based. I'm trusting you that you will be honest in fulfilling this agreement that we signing. You feel me? Like it's all based on this. It is the very core of who we are. Nothing can operate without it. Even the wind blows. The way we build things. We know we're not going to build a building where it's going to break down on us knowingly. You feel me? So we build things for safety and trust and everything else. That's also integrity in itself. Even the car itself. You feel me? We build cars to last us. If any company was knowingly building a car which is going to break down on them, on the customer, then they will have a bad reputation. Nobody will trust them. Then they will destroy their business itself. So they give you the confidence. They give you the confidence that's saying, hey, my car is durable. It's going to last for a very long time. I need you to buy my car because customers has rated as the #1 So they put on all these attributes of how good their company is and how durable, because they want you to have trust and honesty in their company, which is also integrity. You feel me? So you see how that shit operates. It's all around us. It is all around you. I do trust an asshole to be an asshole. That's integrity in itself. You feel me? It's a state of you being honest. You feel me? But I just didn't want to look at it from a human point of view. I wanted to look at it from what do you call it? from a creational point of view, and the reason why we seek these things, it's not because we afraid or we safety or anything else like that, because it is the very being of us. It is the very being of us. You feel me? It is the protons and the neutrons on each side of an atom that holds it together. Hold on. It's the balancing of the being. Hey, all right. All right, see you later. It is the balancing of the human being itself. Feel me? If our cells in our body didn't have integrity to do each individual functional job, then we wouldn't be who we are today. Feel me? It's all the way down to the soil, but it's all the way down to your very nucleus itself. You feel me? Integrity, man. You gotta get your life, man. You feel me? Because if you don't have that, then what do you have? If you just like anybody, you wouldn't be human. You wouldn't even be you a demon, basically. Because you are not you out of order. And anything that's out of order, guess where they are? In the belt, in the what do you call it? In the Orion's belt. They just out there. Feel me? Get in line, ho. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Of course, I'm gonna share more other stuff. Feel me? Hold on, let's see. I have we got 1 minute. Well, I seen something that says, do not teach your enemies. Be careful what you tell your enemies, because you might be teaching your enemies. And I said, when Christ came on earth, what did he do? He didn't go to those who was worshiping him and was in the church and everything else like that. As a matter of fact, he challenged those who was in the church. What he did, he went to Peter and them. He went to people who were sinners, people who sinned against his Father. Then he educated them to follow his Father. So that very idea that you shouldn't educate your enemy is not true. You're supposed to educate your enemy. In turn, they will grow wiser, and then they will know not to do with the things that they're doing. You feel me? I'm going to elaborate more on that. But educate your enemies, man. That's the only way you can actually make them a better person, by educating them. You feel me? That's what Christ did. He educated all them sinners. He healed the sinners.